Hi guys, it's France. Welcome to this journal on Monday, week 128. Happy 2017, sweet butterflies. I hope you kicked off the year with a blast, and I hope you will keep on that track. I also hope you will get to explore your creative enthusiasm to the fullest this year. I decided to dedicate my first page this year to my word of the year, and I also decided to put my word in action by going back to more simplicity in my creative process. I also want to include more of my now go-to product, which is watercolor. Nonetheless, I'm sticking to mixed media, so I'm starting with a first medium, which is soft matte gel from Finnavar, and I'm using it to create a first layer of texture on the washer that I will be creating on my page. So I'm adding some micro beads into the glue and then forcing it to dry with my heat gun to create some bubbles if possible. Now that the gel layer is dry, I can cover the whole thing up with gesso, and I'm really taking the time to get in all the little creases and, if possible, to create a new layer that is really texturized, so that when I go in with the watercolors, it really adds interest to the whole thing. Then again, heat setting it, and if it can create some more bubbles along the way, well, that's very welcome. If not, so be it. Next up, I'm adding a layer of absorbent ground from Golden. This will allow me to go in with my watercolors afterwards, because working with watercolors on gesso is not very comfortable. It's not made to be used on top of gesso. So I'm giving it a layer to which it can adhere. And now I can peel off that little protection from the center, because I wanted to keep the paper as paper in the middle. I'm going back in with the absorbent ground, this time with a finer brush, and applying it where I didn't have any, especially around that center circle. Again, every little layer is texture, so it's always welcome. And now time to finally add some colors. So I took out my Prima watercolors, and I'm also working with real watercolor paint brushes, which I really like. Those are from Petit Gris, and they're really, well, I really like working with them. Depending on the intensity of the color that I want to have, I add more or less water. So I started off with the highlights that I want to keep, and now I'm going in with a much darker color. And I'm mixing up colors until I have what it is I want to have. Now, this is not an exact science, so it's just going with the flow and enjoying what it is that I'm doing. If some good art comes out of it, good. If not, good. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. And meanwhile, I'm thinking about that one word and what it implies for me, what it means for me, and what I want it to mean for me in the upcoming year. That's what art channeling is about for me. As you can see, I'm taking the time to test the color on the side before I use it on my project. And now that my lightest and darkest color is set, I'm going in with medium colors. As I am working on the absorbent ground, the water from the watercolor dries up really fast, so I'm using quite a lot of water to blend it again and to make it workable again. And then when I have too much water, I just pick it back up so that I can keep on working with the color and not just with water. And now I'm going in with a very, very fine precision watercolor paintbrush, just to add the fine details that I want to add. I want to add some bleeding through the donut slash washer. So first I'm adding water and then some watercolor into the water. And yes, by the way, this is a rusted washer to me, but I do understand if you see a donut in it. After holidays, I know many of us are on a diet and can see food pretty much anywhere. As I do want my circle to look crisp, I'm going back in with my detail brush and then refining the edges again. Time to add my word. Now to do so, I'm using the typewriter Alpha that I designed for Stampatique and just some archival ink. Sorry about my head there, but I need to see if I am stamping straight and centered. And I'm starting with the letter in the middle so that I can center my word. That's it for today. I hope you liked today's video. If so, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Both are very much appreciated. And before I sign off, especially for the Dutch ladies, hartstikke. Ta-da!